at least we can say something new, right? Something different, right? I don't want to sound like I'm complaining and I'm ungrateful, but I can't keep going on like this. Every time we go up 2-0, we just stop playing. We give the ball away. We let the other team pressure us. We never want to step our foot on teams' necks the whole game. I'm tired of it. I don't want to score 2 goals in another game. This is what it means. Do we have to go down 1-0 before we go score 2 goals? I'm tired of going up 2-0 and our players just stop playing. How many times in this season can it happen? Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Newcastle. Who do we play after Arsenal? Atletico Madrid. Every single time we score 2 goals, I just think to myself, we're gonna find a way to throw it away. And in that first 30 minutes, when we were dominating Everton, we were completely on their necks. Right, the first goal, Salah again, him and Gravenberch, that link has been incredible all season. But that goal is just. That's what I've been asking for Gravenberch from last season. I said, I need more from you in the attacking third. Yes, you're going to break up play. Yes, you're going to drive with the ball. You're going to turn on the half turn. Play between the lines, but I need some GA too. Because I know you have that talent in you. Don't just restrict yourself to being a middle of the park player. And he's been taking more shots this season. He's adding more goals. He's getting more assists. Already contributing more, than he did last season. And then the second goal comes in. Gravenberch receives the ball in between the lines, or sort of in between the lines. Plays Ekitike in. Great first touch. Great finish. Now I'm like, okay, this 2-0 feels a little different than the other ones because we're actually playing extremely well. Possessing the ball, 70+ possession. We're literally doing whatever we want. Every single time Everton get the ball, it's a long ball, or they're just trying to work a throw in, work a corner. They're not even creating anything. Our defense is not even under any pressure. So okay, this game is gonna be different. I know it's a Merseyside derby. I know derbies are always different. I know they're gonna frustrate you and all this, but this feels a little bit different. So let's hope it goes differently. And what happens? We revert to the same way we've been behaving the last however many games, 5 or so games that we went up 2-0. The 35th minute up to the goal Everton scored, they were just possessing the ball. It was aimless possession. It wasn't really doing anything. But why are we letting teams back into the game? Every single game we go up 2-0, we take our foot off the gas. Honestly, needs to address this. Because it's gonna happen again this season where you're gonna go up 2-0. You can't just put your foot off the gas pedal. Look at what Barcelona are doing. Look at what Bayern are doing. Look at what these other top PSG. Look at all these top teams in the world are doing. Once they go up 2-0, 3, 4, 5, they don't stop. They don't give you a time to gather yourself and breathe and recover, and they just keep going and keep attacking you. But what do? We go up 2-0 and we think we won the game. This is the Premier League. You don't win games at halftime. You don't win games after going up 2-0. One set piece, one long ball, one error, and it's 2-1. Now you're playing the rest of the game under pressure. That's exactly what happened. The rest of the game, from the second half on, I just knew you had a little 10 minute spell where we were pressuring, we were progressing with the ball, and then Everton scored. It's a great ball. Played in from the left wing. I think Njai just cushions it perfectly for Ejusege, and it's a great finish. And then now we're just stressing. For the rest of the game, we're stressing. We're thinking, is it going to happen again? Who's going to... And I want to give a special shout out to Gravenberch. I think he was incredible again. Salah was okay. Nothing special, nothing incredible. But outside of those two, it was really just Gravenberch, Salah, Van Dijk. I think Kirkish had a good game, especially towards the end when the crosses were coming in. I think Bradley had a decent game. He fouled Grealish a couple times, but he's a tricky player to deal with, so I don't give him. I think the backline did their job. The one chance we conceded was a goal, but it was a quality cross, a quality layoff, quality shot. Sometimes those things are gonna happen. But Everton did not create anything throughout the game. There was no real chances. I said, "Oh, that made me shake." McAllister, I don't know what happened. I mean, obviously the injury from last season sustained, kind of finding his way back, but it's taken a while now. To the point where he needs to be. I don't think he needs to start the next game. Going to Crystal Palace and then Chelsea and then United, I don't think he needs to start, the next game. McAllister was poor. Gakpo, he has moments, but general play is frustrating to watch at times. Ekitike scored the goal, but after the goal, really disappeared. I didn't really see anything from him the rest of the game. Florian Wirtz came in, Isak came in. They didn't really do anything. But I understand it being, a rivalry, a Merseyside derby. Pressure is high. First time playing against Everton, it can be a little bit of a tricky game to come into and perform at a high level. So I can understand that. But I need more from this team. The game does not end at halftime. Continue with the talent in this team, with the players at our disposal. We should be scoring. Once you go up 2-0, score the third, score the fourth, put the game out of reach. Stop stressing yourself, ending every single game 2-1, 2-2, then you have to go to 3-2, then 4-2. Just end the game. You have the quality, you have the players, you have the possession, you have the home field advantage. End the game. So I think there needs to be, honestly, needs to sit these players down and say, this cannot continue happening. It's not sustainable. You go up 2-0 against Chelsea and you lay off, they'll score. You go up 2-0 against United, no matter how poor we might think they are, United will find a way to score. As they always do in these derbies. Fix whatever, I don't know what it is, but fix it. Because the way this team is constructed, the talent in this team, they need to be doing more. It's 5 games in, it's still 33 games left. So I'm not losing my head and saying, oh, why do we only beat Everton 2-1? It's a Merseyside derby. We've barely beaten Everton. Can't remember the last time we beat Everton by more than 2 goals. It's been that long. Right? No matter how poor they are, they always find a way to perform against Liverpool. But I didn't see anything from this Everton team. I think Jack Grealish was decent. And Jai had some good touches, but generally was frustrated the whole game. Dewsbury Hall had some good touches. Probably should have scored, actually. I said they didn't have any clear chances. He probably should have scored that in the first half when Grealish played him in. Probably should have gone far post. If Alisson parries it, maybe Beto's there, maybe Njai is there. I think probably should score that chance. But other than that, I didn't really see anything. And I actually had Everton as one of my teams that will be overachieving this season. Could be challenging for a European spot. Will generally do well. That's how I see Everton. I think they're a team that will generally do well. And I still believe that because of what I saw from them this game. Yes, going away to the champions is not an easy game, but seeing Everton against any of the other, kind of not top 6 sides, this is a team that can compete. They have a good defensive structure. They have a good just defense in general. You have good protectors and midfielders in front of that. Dewsbury Hall, Garner, Ganagay. You have decent wingers. Dibbling came on. Didn't really see much of him, but of course the game is a little bit challenging. But Dibbling's there, Njai is there. You have Grealish there. I think Barry did more in his cameo than Beto did. You could see he didn't win any duels, which I think is something that he has to work on because being 6'5" or whatever he is, you need to be able to win duels. Right? I know it's Van Dijk, I know it's Konate, but damn, at least win one. At least win one of them. Right? So he looks good on the ball, right? His touches, you see sometimes Beto gets the ball and he just clanks off his foot. Barry gets the ball, it sticks a little bit more. I want to see more from Barry going forward. I think he was good at Villarreal. I think he can be good in the Premier League as well. Use your physicality, use your technique. Kind of a Volter Mata type of build and player. Right, so I can expect him to do a little bit more. I think he needs to be the starting striker moving forward. Beto had a purple patch, but he's not at the level. and he's shown that now for a couple years. Bring in Barry, let him show what he can do. Overall, I'm disappointed because for the first 30 minutes, it should have been not a walk in the park. I think you can never really expect a walk in the park in a derby match. But give me more, Liverpool. Do more. Be more aggressive. Be more on the front foot on a consistent basis. I think when we start to see us lose control of the game, I think honestly I should have bought Curtis Jones on at halftime. I think you should have bought Wirtz on at halftime. I don't know why managers feel like they have to wait till the 55th, 60th minute. If you don't see it working for 15 plus minutes in the game, just change it. Change it, because I think we needed freshness in that. We just had a game against Atletico Madrid, a game against Burnley, 6 days before that, 6 days before this game. Switch it up. Bring in fresher legs. And I think for the next game, I don't want to see Gakpo starting. Not because he's a terrible player, but he started every single game, right? I don't start Ekitike, maybe start Isak. One of the two. But drop Szoboszlai, bring in Wirtz. Switch it up. Because when we play against Crystal Palace, it's going to be a challenging game. It's going to be an aggressive game. It's going to be a high-tempo game. We cannot afford to have anybody be a passenger. And that's what I felt like McAllister was in this game. The game was just passing him by. He wasn't really losing the ball, getting dribbled past. This is not the McAllister that I fell in love with in the last 2 seasons. I don't recognize what I'm seeing right now. So overall, look, the win is a win. We go into the weekend, 15 points. Let's see what Arsenal do. Let's see what Man City do. Hopefully they draw. Hopefully Man City wins that game actually, so that we can be 6 points above both of them. But we go into the weekend, the first game of the week, 6:30 kickoff. Well, in the US Central Time, so it's a difficult game to win, especially as a derby. So at the end of the day, we win the game, we take the points, and we move on. I'm pleased with the win, not with the performance, and that's kind of the theme of the season. I'm pleased with the win, but not with the performance. I want to be pleased with the win and the performance. I want to have my cake and eat it too. But let me know what you guys' thoughts are. Let me know how you feel about this Liverpool team. Are we skating by, or is it just quality? Quality is just showing through overall, right? Even though we're not great the 90 minutes, our moments of quality are just good enough to win games. I want to be good at over 90 minutes. That's call me picky, call me greedy, whatever, but that's what I want. All right, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you very, very soon. Peace out.